Alright, I tried to play some yesterday. The days before I just had too much homework to do, so... But we're back. The quest is called Words Without Sound, part of the storyline. We're getting a quest from Emmett Selk, and we're in that, or on that top, like the northeastern platform. Possibly more platforms over to the east still, but sorry for this. Yeah, let's go. Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. And that we do. Why is this... Why do I have this...
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Weird.
I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Usually I have to full screen this. But when I full screen it, it does that in the recording. That's new.
Aye, a matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us, who you are, and why you came.
Why did his voice change? Just, it sounded like a different voice. I explain a lot. Screen goes black.
The final days.
And on that black screen, we see that, the final days. And we're back to a close-up of Hermes with Meteion looking on kind of worried.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a Dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to Dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, Aether, in essence, negates Dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of Aether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our Magicks. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our Aether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Hermes nodded.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
This is coming from Meteion, and she's looking up into the sky,
Do not be alarmed.
unblinking,
I mean you no harm.
as if she is channeling.
I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Hear, feel, think. Uh-oh.
May we please be friends?
Meteion. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
I am just racked with pain, apparently, right now.
It hurts!
In the head.
It hurts!
But it's Meteion.
So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Meteion psychically pleading to me,
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
causing psychic
So scared, so lonely.
pain to me.
The pain, it's too much.
We've got like black.
Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Now her eyes are going black, bleeding black.
This is wrong. All wrong.
I wish I could. Oh, and she just disappeared.
She's gone? But how?
I wish I could have stopped here and there so that I could explain what's going on, but we kind of had this tunnel vision effect. So like the normally rectangular screen became a circle, and like the edges of the circle were roiling in blackness, and then the outside of the circle we could see all black, like roiling blackness. And yeah, we could see from Meteion's point of view at first that I had started to be racked with psychic pain, and then we figured out what was going on pretty quickly. But she
has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Meteion in my head.
Are you all right?
I explained what I've been hearing.
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Alright. Let's pop this puppy back on. Not because I like seeing myself, just to hide. It's the easiest and quickest thing I could think of to hide the chat. I mean, obviously I could also just do a black box. But hey, you know, I'm pretty. No, I'm just kidding. Is this like a plant dragon thing? Okay. So, kind of the body of a dragon, walks like the dragons do in Final Fantasy XI and 14, possibly others. The tail ends in like a spiky Venus flytrap on top of the body, like, hey, I'm trying to describe it, hold on. On top of the body is what looks like a bunch of bags of a flower each. It's got a cone attack. Yeah, so like brown sacks with a flower sprouting from each of them. The head has a neck that splits into like 8 or 9 different Venus flytrap mouths. Truly a thing of horror. Forgot to. I don't know how to play this game. See why I didn't do what they're doing for that other quest I had to do? Fighting when I had to fight Banat. Just rotation is so busy. There is a suspicious disturbance over here. That's all it really has is the cone attack. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteion's presence, listening. You fail to hear her voice. Continue looking. Hey, Banat, what's up? I've strained my senses to the limits, but found nothing. You must calm your mind that you might hear it, that you might feel her silent voice. Unless they have like a little marker above their heads, I don't usually talk to NPCs during these search quests, because what they say doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the quest, but sometimes it's fun. We're kind of going down this hill. Calm your mind, listen, blah blah. It seeps into my mind, our voices, reporting. No, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run, to hide. Meteion's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We are going down a slope. So, like, toward the center of the circle is this spiral of pathway. Kind of down into, like, what looks like a crater, a meteor crater. Got some floating plant guys. We've seen them before. They're just different colors here. Brownish. There's some water under a... So there's a circular platform that's kind of built over the crater. And there's water in the crater. We have a suspicious disturbance near the shore. Near like where the water meets the land. And we start to listen. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but fail to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. Sorry if my voice was a little bit quiet before this. I had the little microphone thingy attachment, like the little wire, was pointing away for whatever reason. I think I'd bumped it at some point. Another suspicious disturbance outside of the water. Take me to the river. Strain, but catch no hint. We are going... I think we're supposed to be down here. However, I think there's either going to be like a cave pathway into the rock of the crater walls, or I'm gonna have to go into the middle, like into the deeper water. Nope. There's another disturbance right next to one of the pillars that holds the central platform up. Listening. Cutscene. Greetings and salutations, an unknown voice says. Behind me, it's Meteion. But she's probably using the computer voice. Commencing report. She reaches up to her face. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run far away. She's like covering her eyes with her palms, and then she winks out of existence again. Please, don't follow me. I get a determined look. Her anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. I'm gonna change my minion roulette. Dress up Robon. I don't remember having you. I can't see you. Whatever. Okay. I saw her go this way. Can I? Oh, I can? Okay, cool. Let's see if I can sort of kind of follow her path. Up the ridge. Pass another dragon. What do I call them? What are they called? The Venus flytrap dragon combo things. And this is kind of like an elephant with a slightly longer tail comboed with a plant, or like, no, this is like one of those big toads, like the big toad monsters, but also plant-like with tendrils of plant material coming off its face and a big old scary toothy mouth. Oops. We're probably gonna have another cutscene soon, but I should also hide free company chat. We are listening at another disturbance. Not here. Here's Emmett. Again, don't have to talk to him, but sometimes it's fun. Ugh, this is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her, Mercy. Follow her voice. Following my nose like Toucan Sam. Suspicious disturbance. Listening. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Meteion's anguished voice drifts to the south. So we're still kind of at the, outside the crater. On a more raised land. And I have a very, well, no, I have an arrow. I don't have to search for any disturbances at this current juncture. But I saw one pretty easily, so we will grab it. Like bee rabbit. Tisket a tasket. You strain to catch, blah blah, yeah. Not here. In shorter sentences. I read a post on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it these days, of a teacher, I think a kindergarten teacher, possibly preschool, and she was teaching her students like just the difference between a straight line and a curvy line. And you're like, how is that not just a 2-second lesson? This is straight, this is curvy. But, you know, I digress. Kids are dumb. Even though I love kids, they're cool also. And then she gets to a triangle, which, in her kid's defense, a triangle is not a line. It is made up of lines, obviously. But if her goal is to say, is this a straight or curvy line, technically it's kind of curvy. If you just had a line that you bent into a triangle, you're curving it, but like at 60-degree angles, you know. But anyway, and she was just, her teacher's aide walked in on her being so frustrated and crying and whatnot when the kids. I don't describe it as well as the tweet said. I just thought it was a cute story. Kids are funny. Cutscene. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Aetheris. In like computer speech, so. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Meteion again, by the way. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. No, Mercy, you mustn't listen. She winks out of existence again. Gosh dang it. This quest is long, but that's fine. It's totally fine. It's wrong. It's all wrong. We hear her disembodied voice. She has fled once again toward the lake. Any sign of Meteion, says Emmett with the others rushing up. I tell him what's been going on. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The media are linked to a single mind and a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the media's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteion we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. He nods. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. Venat is apparently still saying something. Hermes... I can't tell totally what his facial expression was there, but this is where we turn in the quest. So I'll continue this in the next one. Oh, my dear Meteion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Says Hermes, probably mostly to himself. And words without sound is complete. There is no extra little bit. I hope you enjoyed the video. 'Twas an interesting one. I'm sorry for my little asides and tangential stories, but I will see you very soon for the next one. Bye-bye.